I experienced the worst customer service today at a store. I then listened to live music and drank a couple of beers. Last night I bought something from this store. I paid cash for it. I took it home and found out it failed. So today, less than 24 hours later, I took it back to the store and asked if I could get a refund. The girl in the store told me, no. Talk about a lukewarm experience. I am never ever buying another lottery ticket from that store again. Okay, let's get into how they load the dice. With your skyrocketing worldly host, Zebidiah Funkbutter. Buying a lottery ticket is basically the price of daydreaming. Some people find pleasure in anticipating the drawing of this self-funded circus, with the $2 ticket price a symbol of possible escape from serfdom. But the non-math challenged despise the intentional omission. You are 3 times more likely to die in a car accident while driving to the store to buy a lottery ticket than to win the jackpot. Yep, about 1 in 14 million. So, other than shills, who in their right mind would tout these astronomically poor odds as a good thing? With their state-run promotional campaigns, your government has become the shill for gambling as they cheer on the 1 in 14 million while cruelly enticing the other 13,999,999 to gamble. In turn, this has harmed society, as Janine, Clyde, and Sparky were all deeply saddened, never smiling again. Gambling halls and carnivals were invented as a way to extract lots of money from people who are deficient in basic arithmetic. Also realizing that the bulk of humanity is extremely gullible, your not-so-benevolent government took note. The primary ruse employed to get this form of gambling legislation passed was generating funding for schools. The state-run advertising campaign began with constant media exposure advertorials of, "We're strapped for revenue, and our classrooms are overcrowded, and our downtrodden teachers have to drive old beat-up cars." This aided in the perception of crisis mode, with major budget cuts to education. Most believed this hoodwinking, yet were unaware that the lottery funding for schools only adds 1.5% to the state education budget. The question becomes, is this equivalence of loose change worth the costs? You see, purposely misleading people is a form of fraud. The lottery money did not add an appreciable difference in teachers, and there has been no cardinal change towards maintaining the many dilapidated school buildings, as was huckstered. Without truth, honesty, and ethical behavior, they willingly hide behind a series of institutional fortifications while sending mixed messages. However, many regard gambling as immoral. When the mob runs it, it is called an illegal numbers racket, and the government will shut it down and jail them, even though the odds and payouts are much better than in state-run lotteries. You see, games of chance are illegal. They are disallowed at carnivals where the police department's bunco squad will shut it down and arrest the carnies. But I guess it is just peachy keen if government controls the fleecing. Injun Joe say, quote time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
The fictional philosophical anarchist has spoken, and you may need one of his implements of happiness to believe any of it. I say right on.